All right, YouTube, I am doing an update video. I am recording this the last day of 2024, and I wanted to show what's in my showcase ending 2024 and starting 2025. The last time I did this video was about 4 months ago. It was 19 minutes. Hopefully I'll be a little bit quicker than that. But this is also just for me to document to myself, like this is what was in my showcase. These are the cards that I thought were either significant or looked nice on the wall. I do have this on the floor because of the glare, which I'm going to try and reduce. But as you can see, I kind of like to do this color coordination thing. Like there's some green here, some gold, some orange. I'll stop waving because it's messing up with the focus. Some kind of hardwood, black. There's white, some more black here in the middle, or I guess that's green. I don't know. Red, pink, blue, red, some more blue. So I kind of wanted to have something that looked maybe not cohesive from a collecting standpoint, but more from a color standpoint, because again, I want it to look nice on my wall. Having said that, I'm not going to talk about prices a single time. I'm not using market movers. I'm not showing comps. A lot of these cards just have more intrinsic value to me than actual monetary value. Some of these I may make available in the future, especially for cards that I really want to, like, say, trade for. But yeah, these cards have a lot of meaning, and but I may also rotate them out for other cards, you know, throughout 2025. So here we go with the top left. I wanted to show that is a 1998 Topps Stadium Club Triumvirate Gary Payton. That's the luminescent version. I want to learn more about this set, and I'm going to stop pointing every single time. But basically, it's not a numbered card. It's not, I got it on PWCC on March 20th of 2023. And it's just a really cool card. I like die cut cards in general. And, you know, I don't remember, like, owning a lot of Topps Stadium Club in 1998. I don't know much about triumvirates, but it's something that I want to learn more about. And, you know, I think that, you know, triumvirates, I think there's like a three parts to that particular card. Moving on, this is a Jason Tatum, and there's one down here as well. But that Jason Tatum I picked up in a trade, I think, on My Card Post. And it is a sticker auto, but it is from 2020. And Mojo means it's out of 25. I'm not going to show the back of every single card, but that card is pretty cool. And, you know, my son PC's Jason Tatum, and that's one of the better cards we have for his PC. Green also, Anthony Richardson. That's a draft pick snakeskin. It is I was gonna send it out for grading, but I kept it in the one touch. The centering is off. I don't mind it being off. It is a case hit, my understanding. And it's not numbered, but I put one of my stickers that I got, a one-touch sticker, and it's just kind of like, you know, it fit the green motif. And, you know, I'm a Florida Gator, so go Gators. We move on to the gold side. So these three, well, and that one's not so much gold, it's more refractor, but that card I pack pulled as a kid, not worth much at all. It's still in its original, like, screw down. But again, it's a die cut. It's Stephon Marbury. It's not numbered. It's but I remember trading for this card. I think I remember trading like for that and like dozens and dozens of other cards for this one Allen Iverson out of 100 platinum medallion from like 1996. Like one of the worst trades I made as a kid. I would love to buy that Allen Iverson back. It's probably worth like several $1,000s at this point. But not that I want to be reminded of that mistake, but I also like that. And I'm sorry if I said I pack pulled it. I meant that that's a card from my childhood that I traded for when I was like something like, you know, like 16, like in high school. That's Stephon Marbury in the middle, though. That one is, I bought that at the National in Rosemont in 2023. And it has some surface marks and dimples, but I really did like Stephon Marbury as a kid, and so I put those in my showcase. That Oscar Colas, not many baseball in this, but the reason it's in here is, one, it's gold. I pack pulled it from the lids packs that Topps did, and I bought a bunch of the hats, and That was like my second pack, and I was like, oh, you can get a lot of numbered cards and a lot of parallels. Apparently, you cannot. They're very hard to hit. But I thought it was 10. I got a 9. It's all good. But I just thought it was cool, and I really like the way the word the team names are on this, because that's a throwback to like the 2008 2009 Topps Chrome. And so I really like that card for that reason. Here we have a Shaq, kind of like the Marbury die cut on the bottom right, and that's Bowman's Best Refractor. Definitely reminds me when I had the Atomic Refractor that was a PSA 10, and that's I'm okay with just having the refractor now. Two orange cards, Chris Paul. So 2008, 2009. Again, you can see like the team names kind of being like, in those little circles. These are out of 4.99. The golds are out of 50, but these two are out of 4.99. I really used to like Chris Paul a lot, and I still like his game, and I think that he's had such a great career, even though he's never won a ring, and I don't know if he ever will. And then Jason Kidd, both of them are like horizontal cards, but this that card was gifted. So the Chris Paul, I think I bought on Facebook Marketplace, not Marketplace, but Facebook groups. And then the Jason Kidd was gifted to me by Justin Gamble at the at Fanatics Fest. So it was really nice of him to do that. And I when I think about trying to become a better YouTuber, there are definitely some people who I really like watching and try to learn from them, and he's one of them. All right, so now we get to a little bit more of the green motif here. The one on the left, the Larry Bird and Kevin Garnett, that is from my card post from Mark Hill. He gifted that, not gifted, it was like a trade, but then he added some extra cards. But that's just a really cool card, Larry Bird and Kevin Garnett. But it's not numbered, but it's all good. It's just a beautiful card. This one is also from my card post from a trade with gas brakes from Jesse, the owner of a LCS in Olympia, Washington. Again, this is probably our most favorite card. My son and myself for Jason Tatum. I mean, we're not huge sneaker. I'm not a huge sneakerhead. He's not a huge sneakerhead, but it's just like a really cool card. This one I talked about on Instagram a lot. LeBron James's birthday was yesterday. He turned 40. Welcome to the midlife crisis, LeBron James. But this card's out of 99, and I traded for it at Bleecker Trade Night at Fanatics Fest with the owner of 130 Point. His name is Lane, and he's from Australia. And I traded up for this card with a bunch of cards, and that could maybe make it more liquid for him over in Australia. So thank you for that deal, Lane. This card I bought from my card friends locally, and he just got lucky and got the the SP version of like the LeBron's rookie card, and that's kind of like called a time machine, and he gave it to me at a really fair price, and I'm okay not grading it. Just a beautiful card. Then we have here kind of like the hardwood looking cards. That's a Jeremy Lin. Very few autos of him in the Knicks uniform. That's one of them. I would love to get an on card. I just don't. I do not believe it exists at this point. But it's just a really cool card, and I did buy it raw on eBay, and then I graded it, and it got a 10. And it stays in my PC. Dennis Rodman, I've written about this card. I really like the fact that I traded for this card while Dennis Rodman was like literally feet away from me, a few feet away from me, in the lobby of a Holiday Inn where he was there for a signing with the Chantilly show, and I made a trade for that. And then that was the Jordan on the right is from my card post, a trade I made or purchase. And it's I don't have many Jordan relic cards, and that one has a hint of red right near the basketball. So just a really cool card. And then let's get to the third row. We have here another card I traded with Lane from 130 Point. This is a Naomi Osaka, the PMG Reds out of 100, and this is a retro. And so, I don't do much tennis, but I think that's just a beautiful card, and it's a PMG. I don't have many of those. And Naomi Osaka, she's, I don't know, I know she's not doing too well right now, but she was terrific when she was, and she's definitely been a champion of, like, women's sports and mental health, and kind of like trying to keep a good head on her shoulders while dealing with the pressures of, at one point being the best women's tennis player in the world. So I think this is a really cool card. The Dennis Rodman, it's a one of one fast break, and I bought that. It was a part trade, part cash deal with Gucci rips he's actually biggest on TikTok, and I don't do too much TikTok, but yeah, he's got a good social media presence, and he's just a good guy. Um, then that was a my card post deal. It's my one and only Derek Jeter auto, and I think that's out of 99. The tops now, and I think this is when he. And again, I'm not gonna turn the backs on all of them, but this is when he, I think, went into the stands. Uh, yeah, he's like, when I was gonna go make that catch, I was gonna go in the stands. So this is when he went into the stands for a foul ball, and he caught it. That's just a cool I don't collect much Jung Hoo Lee, and again, I do like my Korean baseball players and my Korean athletes in general, but I think they do the best professionally in baseball and in MLB, and it's just a cool auto, just that loopy Lee. That card, the Shaq, is a card from my childhood that I pack pulled. It is just so awesome. It's just I remember, that was like the big chase as a kid. And I remember pulling it and being so excited. Probably banged up, probably like a near mint card. And it's still in its original like snap screw on or whatever it is. But I'm just happy to have it in my showcase to display, like with the black cards in the middle. Then we have a card I bought from the captain at Fanatics Fest. I should have removed the sticker, but it's just a really nice. I bought like 4 Jordans from him at a really decent price, at a fair price for both of us. And that's a hardcore heroics. Never owned this card, and I'm just glad to have it. Definitely, I don't know if it fills a hole in my childhood, because it's like I don't remember wanting this card as a kid, but it's a 90s Jordan card that I'm glad to have. Because yeah, I just it's just nice to have that in any grade. The reason I like this Otani is because this is like the buyback, and so I forget what the buyback for that year was, like maybe $20-$30. But I bought this, or I traded for it with a father son at a local card show here in Northern Virginia, a Korean father son combo, and they were just really nice, and it makes me remember that interaction. And I can't imagine many of these buyback cards are still in like PSA slabs, or that they ever got graded, because they were buyback cards. That Lulu auto that's a little bit cut off at the top, that is the Asia. It's not numbered. It's from my first ever break that I did on Whatnot, where I was the breaker, and one of my buyers, who's like now a friend, he sold it to me at a fair price because the auto was kind of cut off. But I just remember when I pulled it, I'm like, whoa, I can't believe I pulled a Luca auto, like the first time ever breaking. So that gives me good reminders of that. But these cards I might kind of like swap out as needed and all that. Not as needed, but once I want to put some different cards in here. This is purchased on Fanatics Fest 2. This is the Scottie Pippen Dunkin' Donuts. Trademark infringement aside and all that stuff. It's just a really cool card. It's an acetate card. Doesn't present that well in this slab because there's a little like splotchiness from the kind of like pressing of the slab, I guess. Which so that's not ideal, but it's all good. It's still a really nice card, and so it's got a little bit of a pink. Speaking of pink, there's a Victor Hyper Pink. Not much significance to this card. I pack pulled it when I was doing a lot of like Donruss Optic Mega boxes. Not a lot, like 3 boxes, and I graded that myself, and I got a 9. I have 2 of these glow in the dark. So this one and the LeBron Time Machine. So that's a glow in the dark card, and I want to make some content about glow in the dark cards in the future. But this one I got from that same friend who sold me the LeBron Time Machine. I did end up picking a second one up from carving in the San Antonio card show. So, I just displayed one of them, but I like the card so much I bought two of them, I guess. This one is in a C3 grading slab, and it's a Tim Tebow case hit color wheel from draft pick. So he's in the Florida Gators, orange and blue, and I just think it presents really well. It's just again, doesn't matter if it's a gem mint, doesn't matter what holder it's in. It's just really nice looking card, and it looks like based on the subgrades, surface is the only reason it didn't get a perfect 10. And yeah, I'm not gonna like crack it out and clean it and resubmit it and all that stuff. I just like the card the way it is. This Anthony Richardson Blue Ice, I think it's numbered out of 75. It's draft picks too, so orange and blue, and it's got the Gator. PSA 9, I mean, I self-graded it myself. I picked it up at the Chantilly show, I think. Not much to say about that card. This card was a gift from Cage at the 2023 National in Rosemont. He had a lot of Arena Club slabs. Treyman is a Florida Gator. He's not in the Florida Gator orange and blue. He's in the Oklahoma City Thunder Pro jersey. But I just thought it was a cool card to have in here to kind of go with the blue motif in this bottom right corner. Last two cards. I got here a Bombardiers of Jordan that I picked up as on eBay. And this one, I remember this card when I was a kid, so I'm glad to have it. It's not going to present well. I mean, it's not going to grade well, and so I didn't end up grading it, and I'm fine with it being raw. But yeah, I probably like overpaid for it a little bit. It's not numbered. It's not super rare, but I'm just glad to have it. And then finally, this Michael Jordan Season's Best Refractor. I have the base version. This one's the refractor version, and this is from 97 Topps Chrome, and it's a PSA 8. And it is just such a beautiful card. And that card I do remember. Just kind of, again, a lot of these cards, not a lot. I mean, I don't know what percentage, but there are definitely some cards that remind me of my childhood, some cards that are from my childhood, and these are the cards that I'm bringing into 2025 on my wall in the the podcast studio, YouTube content creation studio, all that stuff. But I'm just really like happy to have these cards, and they're not worth a lot of them are just not worth a lot monetarily, but they just hold real special meaning to me, and this is me kind of, I guess, sharing that. And so I look forward to seeing what cards I get in 2025. I hope you enjoy the cards you picked up in 2024, and that you enjoy the cards you pick up in 2025, whatever special meanings they have to you. Because I know these are cards that, if I wanted to, I could have tried to do like a flip. But to me, they're worth more than the flip. Thank you to every single person that, traded or sold cards to me to be in the showcase. And I'm really appreciative of all the relationships and the friendships that I made throughout this third leg coming back into the hobby in 2022. There's some of these cards that I just never thought I would ever even own. So thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful start to 2025.